Hey there, this is Aviva Tamar, and this is a tarot card reading. Today I just want to do like a general reading. I tried to do a general reading a few days ago. It didn't work. I'm going to try again now. Okay? That's what's going on. Go ahead and, pull up a seat, grab a beverage, come vibe with me, and if you could do me a favor, please subscribe for me, and please drop a like for me, and if you don't mind, I'd appreciate it if you would ring that bell. Okay? Just give it a ring and you won't miss a thing. I do daily readings, so it's important. All right. Beyond that, I have rules. Okay? Remember that you should take everything I say with a grain of salt because I am just an interpreter of symbolism. I am not all-knowing. Okay? And if it vibes, it vibes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. No big deal either way. Okay? We are chilling. We're vibing. That's what we're doing tonight. Okay? I'm using my Kawaii Tarot. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty chill. And I just want to get a general message out there for everybody. All right. So our first card tonight is the Chariot. The Chariot is a card of overcoming obstacles creatively. All right. So we're thinking outside the box to solve problems. And at the same time, we are protected so that we can try new things and we don't have to fear. I'm thinking of the Magic School Bus. I'm thinking of the Magic School Bus. Miss Frizzle always let the kids just do whatever, make mistakes, because she knew that she had them protected. Okay, and the kids felt comfortable trying things and making mistakes because they knew that when they had Miss Frizzle, they were protected. Okay, so I'm thinking the Magic School Bus here with this Chariot. That's, yes, the Magic School Bus is definitely the Chariot, my friends. Okay, so Miss Frizzle's driving the bus. We're safe. We're good. So that's a good way to start. I like that. I like that as a first message, my friends. Oh, phone. I like that as a first message. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, Two of Pentacles. So alternating energies. This could be multitasking. This could be indecision. It could be juggling multiple jobs. So there's a few different possible interpretations of this, but as you can see, usually it's these two pentacles being juggled back and forth, and that just symbolizes, that alternation of focus, right? And since the pentacles are the senses, this makes me think of consider when you're actually juggling. Okay, I don't know if you've ever attempted to juggle. I can literally only juggle 2 balls. I can't do more than that currently. One day maybe. Anyway, so when you juggle, you can't watch the balls necessarily. You have to feel where they are in space and just watch the one that you're not touching. You know what I mean? So you have to use your senses and combine them, because when you do juggle, you have to use multiple senses at once, right? And then some performers will balance on something while they're juggling. So, depending on how good you are, your skill level will determine how much you can juggle, but everyone can juggle at least 2 things. You know what I mean? So, and the more you do that juggling, the easier it gets and the more things you can add. So I'm I'm really envisioning here us like trial and erroring our way through figuring out how much we can multitask. That's how I'm feeling right now. Right now is the time to figure out exactly how much, exactly where is my balance right now, and how can I, improve, and what do I need to do to stay, you know what I mean? I'm also getting like balancing self-care with work and family and that kind of stuff. So I'm feeling like there's some trial and error happening, and we're needing to think creatively, Mercury. Um, yeah, we need to think creatively in order to find this balance in our senses. All right, so that's our first little message here. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we got. What else do we need to know? Ooh, okay, we've got the Two of Swords and the Queen of Wands. All right. So the Two of Swords indicates indecision, right? Being unsure about something. Specifically, when the Two of Swords comes up, it makes me think that your thoughts are getting in the way, right? Because the swords are thoughts. And in this card, they're like crossed, as though I'm envisioning like two guards, and they'll cross the swords in front of you when you're trying to approach somebody and you can't, oh no, I've been blocked, kind of thing. So I'm really feeling like your thoughts are blocking you from deciding which way to go. So what we need to do here is step out of our thoughts and step into our senses, I think, because the Two of Pentacles tends to have a little bit more balance. Yeah, there's a little bit more success implied with the Two of Pentacles. So I want us to try to get out of our heads, to be willing to try some trial and error to get balanced, okay? And also with this Queen of Wands energy, there's that emotions, right? You need to try to focus your emotions, follow your passions, okay? Whenever the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands comes up for me, it's very much follow your passions. Follow your passions. Do it. Follow them. Do the thing. Now, with the Queen of Wands and with yin energy being more passive and receptive and inward focused, this isn't necessarily a talent or something outwardly that you have the ability to do or produce, as with like the King of Wands. With the Queen of Wands, it's more internal. It's more emotional, like your emotional intelligence, right? Um, perhaps, perhaps the solution to your indecision here is to step into your emotions, okay? And for those who rely on their senses first, right? For those who tend to be more grounded in reality and what they can see before them and finding the evidence and being logical, these kinds of things, it can be hard to step into one's emotions. And so that would require us to do some trial and error. We may be needing to do some trial and error to follow a passion or find a passion. I'm starting to get a story. Hold on. I need a little bit more. Okay. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups is dissatisfaction. It's just general dissatisfaction. It's also your intuition kind of nudging you and telling you, but that's not right. That one doesn't feel right either. So it's like you're moving through these options. I'm definitely feeling this. So this is definitely for me, but I hope that this is helpful for you as well, whoever is watching this, okay? So it's like we're trying a lot of different new things, right? Doing a lot of trial and error. But we're experiencing this indecision because we're passionate about a lot of things. And our intuition keeps going, but that doesn't feel right. But that one doesn't feel right either. And there's just something that feels a little off with every new thing we try. And we just can't quite find that niche, that right thing that really drives us to action. So that's something to work on. We got to keep on keeping on, right? So let's see, how do we move through this indecision? How do we move through this indecision? What advice do you have for us, Spirit? How do we move through this indecision? There we go. Okay. So we have the Ten of Swords and the Empress in reverse. And this is driving me crazy because I keep getting this Empress in reverse energy. It's driving me insane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my book and I'm going to read that little section to you because, yeah, I need some clarity, obviously. My Bible, my tarot Bible, and I recommend it to anybody and everybody, especially if you're into like Jungian psychology. Discovering Yourself Through the Tarot by Rose Gwain. I found it in a shop in the mall. Back when malls. That's the whole sentence. Back when malls. Yeah, so the store Good Luck in Montgomery Mall. It's amazing. So if that mall ever opens up again, then and you're in Moco, Maryland, go ahead and hit them up. They got lots of cool stuff, and that's where I got this book, and it's my favorite tarot book. But let's get tangents. Wow, I like to talk. Sorry about it. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Do. Reversed, the Empress, unhappiness, poor health, vital energies out of balance. Okay. Painful life experiences. All right. And we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. So just for funsies, let's find the Ten of Swords in here and I'll tell you exactly what this one says. This cycle may end with people working together productively, or there may be mental and physical exhaustion that comes from examining every possibility of a situation that cries for release. The wisdom of experience is the next step. So, my friends, whenever the Ten of Swords comes up, yes, there may be an ending, and yes, we will feel drained at the end. We are dealing with some crippity crap. So most of us are dealing with some crippity crap lately, and it's no fun. It's no fun. It's hard to keep a smile on. It's hard to keep yourself from being drained. Yeah, I understand this imbalance and this indecision and this need to multitask and yeah, all of it, everything, just everything. Yeah, we're exhausted, but it looks like the ending comes from working together as a community with other people. Okay, so let's talk about that. Okay, either we are going to end up just completely drained from trying every possible solution that we can think of and nothing working. That's it. And either we're going to have to walk away from the situation that has no solution, or we need to figure out how to work with other people. So how can we figure out how to work with other people? Wow. We had a couple flip overs. Let's see what we got. 3 cards, 4 cards. So we have the World and the Ten of Cups. Okay. So the World is a card of abundance. It's backwards. It's a Christmas wreath in this tarot deck. And for me, that talks of, it makes me think of Yule. It makes me think of the symbolism of the circle and cycles, the cycles of the year, the cycles of life. And so the world is just a turning of cycles. It's an ending and new beginning. It's being in balance again for a while. It's finding that baseline again, right? Okay. We also have the 10 of Cups, which is abundance. It's being really in tune with the intuition, and that leading to really good relationships with family and a lot of emotional abundance and good feelings and joy. We have the Magician here, which is manifesting. It's just like, when I think of the Magician, I think of someone who knows how to create their own reality, understands how to have a balance between planning and working and social life and family life, and has figured out how to balance these things, at least at this moment in the current circumstances, and is turning the experience that maybe other people would interpret as negative. They take it and they turn it into something positive for themselves, because the Magician is the alchemist, okay? The alchemist, think of, if you have no familiarity with alchemy, you could think of turning lead into gold, okay? That's like the main thing, right? That people think of when they think of alchemy. There is an airplane going over my house. Please forgive the noise. Anyway, alchemy is an equivalent exchange, and often it is associated with turning lead into gold or useless materials into gold. It is also associated with creating the Philosopher's Stone, which is a source of eternal life and abundance. So it's just you having the ability, through a knowledge of balance, to make a situation work for you, okay? And then we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is balance, and specifically it talks about coming into balance with your inner child. Coming into balance with your inner child. When I think of the Six of Cups, I often think of reparenting. If you're unfamiliar with the concept of reparenting, I love it. It's a wonderful idea. It essentially makes you your own parent. You need to start talking to yourself as though you are your childhood self, okay? As though you are the parent of your childhood self, okay? Whenever you start feeling anxious, feeling confused, pretend that you are not your mother. Don't pretend that you're your own mother. Pretend that you are a good and proper mother. Okay? If you had a good and proper mother, you can pretend you're her. But many of us did not. Far too many of us did not have good and proper mothers. So we need to reparent ourselves, and we need to say, okay, you know what, Aviva? It's all right that you're going through this. And it's okay to feel the way you feel. You know? It's okay to be scared right now because we don't know what the future holds. It's okay to be angry right now because there's so much in the world to be angry about. It's okay to be sad and lonely, but it's also okay to feel happy even though other people are not. You know? It's okay to feel however you're feeling. And it's okay to express that, as long as that expression is true to your core and constructive. My point, reparent yourself, take care of yourself, love on yourself the way a mama would, and start at the place of infancy, right? What does an infant need? What does an infant require? Provide those things for yourself. Just do it, okay? An infant needs a good bath every day to clean their body. An infant needs to eat on a regular basis according to how their body feels, right? Because an infant, you can't just force feed them whenever you want. You have to adhere to their schedule, Okay, their feeding schedule. And sometimes you can like alter their feeding schedule a little bit, but their body, their little body knows when it's hungry, and they will let you know at all hours when they are hungry. And you need to listen to that little body. So you need to start listening to your own body, your own big body, the way an infant listens to theirs. And whenever your body tells you that it needs sustenance, you need to give it the kind of sustenance it needs. You don't give a baby chocolate milk. Okay, you give a baby the exact kind of formula or breast milk that it requires. Okay, so you need to give yourself the foods that give you the nutrients that your body requires. Okay, whatever those requirements are, because food is a very personal and it's very different for everybody. I believe that every body is different and everybody will approach food differently because everybody has different needs. You know what I mean? And also read Sonia Renee Taylor. The Body is Not an Apology. It's like, it's going to be a monthly read for me. I just read it last week, and I devoured the whole thing in a day, and I am going to recommend it to every human. So yes, Sonia Renee Taylor, The Body is Not an Apology. I'll even link it down below so you can go ahead and check it out. So there's that. But yeah, reparent yourself. That's my point, because it's going to improve your relationships with other people. Be aware that you have the ability through this trial and error process to figure out what does work for you. It's just a matter of trying everything, and maybe in some cases, figuring out how to work with other people and how other people can help you maintain balance. Okay, so there's that. That is our message. We have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck here. Okay, so that is abundance. That's the most motherly card in the deck too. So it feels like mother healing. So again, I say reparent yourself, specifically in the feminine way. With these queens and this empress, yeah, there's some mother healing that needs to happen. So what you need to do is either get a therapist or start journaling about your relationship with your mother. Okay, these are some options. I will link down below options for therapy and even a little article that will let you know whether or not therapy is good for you. Please give it a little read. All right, so do the things. Homework, my friends. Heal your mother relationship, whether that is actually going to speak to your mother and healing that relationship, or acknowledging that that relationship is toxic and that you've tried everything and that maybe it's just not for you. And that's okay. It's okay. If somebody's toxic, even if that person gave birth to you, it's okay to say goodbye to them. It is. Like, a toxic relationship is a toxic relationship, you know? If someone hurts you and you've tried everything to make them see your side of things and they just won't, even if that person gave birth to you and raised you, it's a sad day. It is definitely the Ten of Swords. But in realizing this and in reparenting yourself, okay, that's how we find healing, okay? So, but you may find that you can heal your relationship with your mother in such a way that it feels as if the relationship is renewed, you know? You may find that through confronting your childhood on your own, you can come together with your mother in a more positive and constructive way. So I do encourage you to first try to heal on your own before confronting your mother, okay? If you do feel like confronting your mother about anything is necessary. And again, I say, speak to a therapist. Always talk to a professional. I am not a professional therapist. I'm just an interpreter of symbolism. I just give some advice sometimes. Okay? I try to be helpful. And what I say to you is, if you have like deep trauma connected to your mother, speak to a professional therapist. Please. Okay. I understand that times are hard and some of us cannot afford a therapist right now. In that case, learn as much as you can about psychology from legitimate sources. Don't self-diagnose anything. Don't assume that you have anything. But if you find information that you find helpful, then, or that you think might be helpful, try it. I think I'm talking way too much at this point. But yeah, just go to a therapist. Go to a therapist. Yeah, do that. And if you can't go to a therapist, learn a lot and journal a lot. But do not put your emotional crap onto other people, no matter what they've done to you in the past. Because you can't change it. Can't change it. You know? It's easy to unload on people. It's easy. It's easy to unload on people and be like, I'm this way because you did this and this and this and this. Yeah, maybe I am this way because my mother did this and that and this and that, and my dad did this and that and this and that, you know. But I wouldn't be who I am today if those things didn't happen. So, you know, that's good if you like who you are today. But yeah, overall, my point is heal your relationship with your mother. Sometimes healing is not the same as closure. Sometimes ending a relationship is the equivalent of healing or the first step to healing. And sometimes through trial and error, you find a way to come into balance with, you know, in the relationship. But just heal. Work on that. Work on that mother relationship because that's the thing that's out of balance right now. Reparent yourself. All right. The last thing I want to do for you is get an oracle card and we'll be done. Because I have talked so much. But I'm having a good time here. I'm enjoying this reading. I'm just vibing, honestly. I'm just straight vibing right now. Oh, there it is. Sacred Pool. Oh, I love this card. All right, let me show it to you. That's the Sacred Pool right there. You probably can't see it very well, but it's a beautiful card. And this is my Enchanted Map Oracle deck. Let me just... Sacred Pool. The world is a reflection of your thoughts. The world is a reflection of your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Embody the love you wish to see in the world. When you look into a mirror, do you like what you see? The Sacred Pool card asks that you focus on self-love and self-esteem. Didn't I just trail off in that? I thought I was just rambling. Look at me. We are all works in progress. So a detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for now. And like I said before, a therapist can help with this. A therapist that will walk you through visualizations, okay? That is what helped me. That, I believe, is what is very helpful for a lot of very imaginative people. People who are really intuitive. I think the visualizations can help us. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for now. Reflect by the sacred pool and be at peace with yourself. Can you see how far you've come and how magical your life is? Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? When you're conscious that you're the embodiment of spirit, it becomes easier to respect yourself and act in good conscience. Then you'll reap the greatest rewards. Your unique service to the world is not only needed, but celebrated. See the love within you and know that if you cast it upon the waters, it will return to you tenfold. Be at peace, for you are beautiful and loved. Act with surety and confidence, and success will be yours, whatever your inquiry. I like that. I like that a lot. That's making me think of the original message I was getting with that chariot and the Two of Pentacles, that magic school bus thing. Trial and error. We're trying new things. We're trying things maybe we haven't tried before. We're trying to think creatively, right? And we need to work on our self-confidence. And I think at the root of that is going to be our relationship with our mother, or our relationship to the feminine side of ourselves, okay, depending on your personal situation. But I really feel like this dissatisfaction, this feeling like you're just not quite getting it right, is coming from, I keep wanting to say something your mother told you not to do. Something that you really enjoyed, but your mom was like, either acted like she wasn't interested, gave you cold shoulder, outright told you that it wasn't a good idea. Just, those things that moms do, well-meaning, trying to protect us from ourselves, when in reality we should be allowed to grow into the people we are, right? So, I'm just saying, figure out what it is. Trial and error. Keep trying. You're protected. Think creatively. Think about things that you were told not to do as a child that you really enjoyed. And have some confidence in yourself. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. Yes, I can see you. I see you. You're shining. You're amazing. Oh my gosh. I'm blinded. I'm blinded. You blinded me with your fucking beautiful light. So you're amazing. I just want you to be aware of that. And I want you to have a wonderful night and be aware that you can heal, you can manifest anything and everything that you ever want. And go out and do that. Go out and do that thing. Okay? You can. You can and you will. Just remember to take that moment of self-reflection. Okay? And be open to therapy, guys. Just be open to therapy. That's all I'm saying. All right. That's it. That's everything. I'm done. Good night. Bye.